Let's go to Genesis chapter 2. And what do we want there? A soul. That's it. That's exactly what we are saying. I want you to go to Genesis chapter 2. Amen. Because we hit it on the head. So, we're going to talk about anthropology. Anthropology. It sounds just like the Anthropology. Got that? Alright? I'll make sure we got more coming in. That brother can sit. I think I got one more here from last week. Alright? Everybody got the spelling on that? Anthropology. Alright? Now, if somebody could dim the light here real quick, I want to show you from this, from the slide here. So, you're not, in essence, wait a minute. Go to Genesis chapter 2. We're going to be doing some lights on, lights off. Yeah, don't sit over there. I think you too much weight might, yeah. All right. It ain't, what do you have? Like a follow? Something like that. All right. Genesis chapter 2. So, you're not a body. You're not a spirit, but you are, in fact, just a soul. And you're inside of a body. So this right here, this ain't you. It's faith, the body you have, it's not you. It's just a house or something that you're living in. Amen. Y'all with me? So man is not the body. Man is not what you look at in the mirror. Man is not, you look nice, I gotta look nice there, and all. That's not who you are. You are what's in that body, which is a soul. Amen. Y'all with me? Genesis chapter 2. All right. Genesis chapter 2 and verse number 5. So we are made up of two components. God, being the Father. And anybody ever heard of Mother Earth? There's a couple of y'all heard that before? So you have God the Father, and then you have Mother Earth. Okay? And when those two came together, there was a birth that took place. And just as when a woman is pregnant, before the baby comes out, what happens? Water breaks. So this is what happened in Genesis chapter 2 before Adam was created or birthed from the earth. There was a water break. Go to Genesis chapter 2 and 5. All right?
And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground.
So there was a mist that came from where? So before Adam was created, there was a water that broke from the earth. It's like when anybody ever, there's a woman that conceives a child. Before the child comes out, before that child comes through, the water has to do what? Break. So Adam took it. Right, you talking about first chapter of Genesis? Yes, absolutely. You talking about creation. Yes, but this is what you want to catch. Chapter 2, see, Adam was God's first creation of him, in his likeness and in his image. Everything prior to that, wasn't God's creation of himself in the body. So we know that the first Adam was actually God. Just as, because go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 15 and 45. Come on.
And so it is written.
And so it's written.
The first man Adam.
The first man Adam
Was made a living soul.
was made what?
A living soul.
All right.
The last Adam was
The last what?
The last Adam.
Last Adam. So we know that the last Adam, of course, was God manifested in flesh in Jesus Christ, as the first Adam was the same thing. Amen. Now with me? So when God blew himself into the dirt, he became that. So that was God, the first Adam. So in essence, if you look at it from this perspective, when Adam was in fact created, what he looked like was what God would look like from in a body. So they didn't really have too much of differences when God manifested himself in flesh. See, Jesus had to catch up because he was born, but Adam was in fact created. That's what I'm saying? So when Jesus was born, we know that Adam didn't go, he wasn't a child, right? Adam didn't come in the world as a child, correct? He was a man. So when Jesus was born as a child, he grew up into that stage to look like Adam. So there was no really much difference between the two, Adam and the first Adam and the last one. Yes. Say it again? Right. So, well, this is the thing. He was God. Let me say, go back to Genesis. One and 26.
And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So he was the first image of God, which is God. That's the first, when he created him, he made that image. You follow what I'm saying? So, but because of the component of what he was, that's how he was able to say. You follow me? Okay. All right. Go back to Genesis chapter 2. Somebody else has a question. Okay. Good. You got the answer? 2 and 7. All right? Or 5. Go back to 5.
And every plant of the field, before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
The Bible says that man what? Became. So if he became, that means that he was something else before he got there. Are you with me? So before man became, he was something else. So before he got into this body, if he was something else, he had to be somewhere else. Are you with me? All right, I'll get to it. All right, just back for a minute. Let's look at this real quick. Y'all can see? All right. All right. So man is not a spirit, neither is his flesh. He lives in a fleshly body. He functions by a spirit, but he's a soul. So as you see in Genesis chapter 2 and 7, the Bible says that the spirit and the dust came together and formulated a soul. So in essence, you are a soul. So, and I use an example. Apostle used a great example. This is probably the best way you can put it. So everybody got a cell phone? All right. So your cell phone is considered a body. All right. So we can say that's the body, your cell phone. And then your battery can be considered the spirit. It brings the life to the cell phone, right? In order for that cell phone to be active or activate, it'll need that little SIM card, or that little chip on the inside, which is considered a soul, which is, with us. So in essence, that's how we operate. So we got the body, which is the outside, the shell. We have the spirit, which brings life to us, which will give us the opportunity to breathe and all different things like that. And then the soul is the download. right? So the way we operate, our thought process, all right? Now, next slide. All right, so go to the book of Ephesians chapter 1. So as you can see, everybody, can y'all see this? Yes, you can. Yes. Anybody else having a hard time seeing it? All right, hit the light. See if we can see that. Can y'all see that? All right. Here's what's going to be all right. I'm gonna give you a time. I'm gonna turn it off and on. All right. All right. All right. Turn it back on the back. Turn it back on the back. That's the backlight. All right. That's fine. Can y'all see that now? A little better? All right. I'll read it if you can't see it. All right. All right. Open the door. That's fine. All right. So man existed before the foundation of the world and before the foundation of the earth, right? So, can y'all see better back there? All right. Somebody needs prayer? Open it up. All right. Ephesians chapter 1. Ephesians chapter 1 and 4. And I read.
According as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
So you'll see now, John, to the book. So Ephesians chapter 1 and 4. So when I said that, that's right. So when I said that when we came here, we just jumped into a body to exist in time, but we had pre-existence before we got into the body. So if we had pre-existence before we got in the body, then where were we? And who were we? We were part of God. So the Bible says, read it again.
According as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
So he said we were chosen before the foundation of the world. Now go to 2 Timothy real quick. So when we talk about, we're going to get to hell and all that stuff like that in a little bit. But when you talk about hell, and you say, well, people go to hell, and some people say, well, hell ain't real because if I go down there and burn, I burn to death and all that stuff like that. Do y'all know that your body ain't going to hell? If you go to hell? Your body will be right there in that little cemetery or the bones, wherever you live out there. It'll be there. But it's the soul that leaves. When you ever look at it, and I don't know if you ever paid attention to someone that's deceased, or you ever been to a funeral before, there's no life in them. There's nothing that, when I look at somebody that's there, I'm like, man, so that soul has left out of it. And it goes somewhere. So when people die, and just like some people say, well, if somebody died, they can't go to hell because how the spirit going to feel fire? How they go? Well, your soul will be able to feel it because guess what? If I come over here and poke you in your arm with a blade or something like that, what is the pain? Is your arm saying it hurts? What's telling you it hurts? Your mind. Right? And then some people say, well, hell is a mind thing. Hell ain't no mind thing. Hell far from mental. Amen. Watch this. Go ahead and read 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 9.
Who has saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Christ Jesus before the world began.
Let's see that again. So you got two scriptures. That's the second scripture that shows that we were chosen before the world began. Well, what does that mean? When did the world begin? Huh? So when the world began is when time began. So dealing with eternity, time don't exist, really. Time is a small portion of eternity. So this is how your body operates, this is how we live. When you come into this world, once you were born, you're in a body, and then you live in that time frame, the 80 years, 90 years, however old the Lord allows body be here, and then when you exit the body, you go back to eternity. So you come from eternity, you get into time, and then you leave and go back to eternity. So, and we're going to get to the point where, how can I feel this? And feeling and all that stuff, you are pain and stuff like that, it don't come from the physical body. It comes from the mind. So that's that download, your conscience. That's the download, that's the soul. All right? Now, go to Jeremiah chapter 1. That's right, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said that some people can't feel pain because they have deficiencies in their mind. And then even if you ever went to the hospital and they drug you up and you in pain and they drug you up, what happens? Pain go away. Well, how does pain go away if they so my leg is hurting me? I pop a pill or I put something in my arm and then the pain goes away from my leg? No, it's blocked out from your mind. Y'all with me? All right? Read, 1 and 4.
Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Say that again.
Before I formed thee.
Before you were put in a body. So you have a form once you have a body. That with me? So so until I come into this body, I don't have a form. So he said, before I formed thee, I what?
In the belly, I knew thee.
I knew who you were before you got in the belly. So before your mom and dad even got together, God already knew who you were. Well, how would he know who I am? You had to exist before we got here. Now with me? So I existed before I got into the body. Once I got into the body, that's when that time clock starts ticking. Time starts ticking, and then when that life battery starts dying, it slows life down, right? And then even, man, it's crazy how this works. Think about this. When somebody dies and they resuscitate you, what do they use to resuscitate you? Huh? Why would I need electricity to resuscitate a body? That battery's shorting out. That life battery's shorting out. So now I can resuscitate you with some electricity to bring that battery back to life. Y'all with me? So you are not what you see in the mirror. Again, that's not who you are. You're inside. This is just a house. This body that you have is just a house. Y'all with me? Yes. Somebody has a question? Somebody said something. I felt it in my spirit. Somebody, who's that? That's you? Okay. Say it again. Discharging thing? Oh, well, I was saying that life when when we have, remember how I gave the example of the phone being the body, and then the battery being the life or the spirit, and then the SIM card being the download, which is your soul. That was saying, as time go on, that battery starts to slow down. Now, people get older, they slow down, and things like that. And some people that die, they get resuscitated, which is electricity hitting. So I use that as a method to say, electricity in the battery. Yeah, clear. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's electricity. That's electricity. It shocks you. Yeah, it shocks you. All right. Now go to the book of Mark, chapter 3 and 29. All right.
But he that shall blaspheme against the Holy Ghost has never forgiveness, but but is in danger of eternal damnation.
Now, wait a minute. Let me ask y'all a question. If a person say that we're not eternal, how can you be eternally damned? Can you? Okay, so if there can be eternal damnation, because if that's the case, we know that these bodies can't last. Now these bodies can't. Well, you can chop this thing up, throw it and grind it up, do whatever you want to it, and that's it. But the Bible speaks of the eternal damnation. So there can be an eternal damnation, meaning that you have to be an eternal being. So we are eternal. Now the body that you have is not. See, the body you have, it expires. Your body expires. But that soul that's inside you, it don't expire. Amen. Better yet, go to Ecclesiastes real quick. Keep it making there. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Hallelujah. Y'all with me tonight? All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And I think that's 7.
Then shall the dust return to the earth.
So when a person dies, read.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
So it says when a person dies, so if we're a living soul, right? So if you're a living soul, and if your spirit goes back to God, the dust goes back to the ground, then where the soul goes? Soul gets judged. So the soul is what gets judged. It's not the spirit. It ain't the flesh that gets judged, but it's the soul, because the soul is what is eternal. Y'all follow me? Because remember Adam, I'm coming to this. Remember Adam being a living soul, he wasn't supposed to die. He was a celestial being when he was created in the heavenly place. He wasn't supposed to die. Amen. Y'all with me? So if Adam wasn't supposed to die, and that's the state that we're supposed to be in. Now, we created a living soul, but of course, when the time clock started ticking, when he ate from the fruit of the tree, that put death on everybody else, of course. But yes, Ryan. Well, I think, say again? No, your conscience is that form of decision making place. It's not your soul that makes a decision, but it go hand in hand with your conscience, because that's who you are. Your conscience is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you have, say for instance, you have a thought, right? Then you make a conscious decision upon that thought. If it's a negative thought, you make a conscious decision upon that negative thought. Your soul is judged for that. So, I give you a prime example. So you get this truth, you understand the Word of God, right? Everybody understand? And you preach the truth, you understand the Bible. You make a conscious, or the devil put a thought in your head, because every thought that you have in your head is not yours. Everybody agree? The devil put a thought in your head, say, cuss the church out, and don't ever go back to the church, right? You make a conscious decision to cuss the church out, never go back to church the rest of your life. Right. You know what I'm saying? So then you're judged based upon that. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. All right. You get it? All right. Right. Yes. So yes. All right. Any other questions? All right, read. What I got that? All right, now go to 1 Corinthians. I'm sorry, 2 Corinthians chapter 5. So, So just as we know that there were, I guess, anybody know what backslidden angel is, or anybody familiar with backslidden angels? Huh? All right. So demons that are on earth are backslidden angels, right? And they're in a place where they won't ever be, redeemed. They're in a position where they don't have, they're homeless in that. So they're homeless. That's why you have all these things that go on with you or inside of you or temptation, all these different things like that. Because these demons want to try to get inside of you so they can have a home to live in. So just as those demons, people that die and go to hell, that's how your soul will be. Just as the demons are walking on this earth and don't have nowhere to go, they're homeless, they feel hungry, they're thirsty, and all that. That's how you'll be in hell. So just as, yes. Huh? Absolutely. No. I'm talking about the demonic. The backslidden angels that are demons. Yeah. And he has some under the earth that's locked up. But the ones that you ever see somebody with a demon? So that comes from a backslidden angel trying to, get inside of that person so they can have a home to live in. You know what I mean? So just like a person that's like a fish trying to live on land out of its element. So it's a struggle to survive. Right? Watch this. Go to 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Yes. Well, yeah. So you got king demons or demons that are over demons, and you are demons over spirits. But most of those spirits are like unclean, like an unclean spirit. Those things are normally something that's within, and then the demons are the ones that are out that's trying to get in. So, I'll give you an example. So the Bible talks about, the Bible talks about you having unclean spirits, wickedness in your heart, all these things are within a man or within a person. Those are spirits that are in a person. Now, to get rid of those spirits, you have to resist them. So, say for instance, somebody have a issue with, let me take you there real quick. I think it's last year on my question. What's the question to Ryan before I go there? Well, you could have, so there are some things like, fleshly spirits, you could say, and then they could have a force. I know you mean like graduated demons or something like that, graduated. Well, they come back a little harder, but it just be more of them. So it becomes right. So the Bible talks about that there's a spirit that comes out of a man, and that spirit will always follow that person for the rest of their life, right? Because they've been resisted or they got cast out, whatever happens, that demon will follow you the rest of your life. If you open that door back up and open that house up, that demon's going to 7 more coming. So you have eight in it. That's right. So it's not so much as graduated spirit. They just come. You get like an 8 for 1 second. Oh yeah, it works. It gets worse. So you know how some people. I'll give you an example. Sometimes, and I used this example before. Somebody can have a problem sexually. Somebody can have an issue sexually, right? So you can have a flesh issue sexually, right? But then it can graduate or gradually move to a demonic realm to where it doesn't turn into bestiality and it's almost like it's uncontrollable, if that makes sense. So you're leaving from the natural use of what it's for and you turn to something else. So now you're dealing with a demonic spirit. You follow what I'm saying? Absolutely, yep. Just like that. So when you open it up for class, you're only teaching a few of them, and then you say, hey, we have an orientation. Everybody, see, the way, and this ain't really part of what I'm teaching tonight, but the way demons operate, they are starving to get in a home. Because they're used to living in a place. You know, they're used to having movement and being able to do whatever they want. But it's almost like nobody, you ever been in a place, or seen somebody, or say for instance, you're in this room, and you're screaming, and you're yelling, and you're trying to get somebody's attention, and nobody see you there. That's how they are. They're screaming, they're yelling, trying to do things, but nobody sees them, so it's almost aggravating. So you say, only way that I can be seen, I have to be embodied. Just like Satan. When Satan was in the garden, he had to put himself in some type of body so he can be tangible, so he can see, so it can be a communication. Y'all follow me? All right, where I have you going? Okay, yeah, all right. All right. Are y'all getting this tonight? Does it feel y'all? All right. I don't get this type of teaching at regular Bible study. This is the good stuff. All right. Mark, chapter 7. All right, 7 and 21. For what?
From within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adultery, fornication.
What is that? Within a man. This is what comes within a man,
Theft, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man.
So these are some evil things that are within the man. These are some evil spirits that man have within them already before, when he got here. Y'all follow that? You got that? Feel that? All right. Now go back to Mark. Go to Luke chapter 16. Even after a person leaves this body, that soul is what has the feeling. Not the body that has the feeling of hurt and pain and stuff like that. That stuff is downloaded in the soul, yes. Yeah, that's the right. Yeah, absolutely. But they need to do some things come on often, and yes. Yeah, either that or the devil operates in imagination. So he can put something. You ever been in your house and you just feel like something or something in your closet and all that stuff? The devil put that stuff in your mind. There don't be nothing in that house. My daughter called me talking about Daddy, there's something in the closet. I said, you ain't nothing in that closet right now. There's something in there, Daddy. I see the movement. And so I go in there and there's a little sock just sitting up there. I said, baby, that's just a sock. And hey, listen, in her mind on something else, she called my bed. She said, I'm gonna stay with you. But see, and it's real now. You can be 6 or you can be 60. You know, that happened to you before. You heard a little tap on the window, you out there looking at everything on great. I don't don't know what's going on. You got a hat, you got a suit jacket hanging on. You talking about somebody standing in the room. The devil operates. He operates your mind to make you think there's something there. There'll be nothing there. Have a picture up on the wall talking about the eye following you, everything. I don't know hold on, this thing. It's still following me. So the devil put here. He has your mind messed up, making you believe that, well, it's something real, and it'll be nothing real. So you work in your mind. That's how you operate in your mind. All right? Any other questions about it? All right, have a good laugh. Y'all look like y'all sleep now. All right, we're going to have 2 Corinthians chapter 5. All right? 5 and 1, huh?
For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved,
Our earthly what?
house,
So what you have, this body, is a earthly house. The house. You just live in there. So, sooner or later you're going to get evicted. Because this body, this house that you have, it's not eternal. So because this body ain't eternal, that, it's going to start decaying. So you're going to have to go somewhere else. That's why he said, Bible said that he's going to go prepare a place for us. And he started talking about mansions. What's a mansion? So I'm going to go prepare. I got to get you now. I got to get you right. Now, you know that, and that's why when you are born again, you get a different body. So you already got a glorified body on reserve for your soul to get into. Y'all with me? So you want, so those that are not baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, filled with the Holy Ghost, everything like that, they won't have that glorified body to live in. Because we're going to need something to live in. We're going to need something to live in. Amen. And so, read.
We had a building of God and house not made of hands.
So there's another building that we got to get into because this building got an expiration date on it. And he said that the next building that you get into is not made by what?
Hands. Eternal in the heavens.
So this body is what? Eternal where?
In the heavens.
So the glorified body that we'll get next will be a heavenly body. And it's going to be in a state, of course, to where we won't, it won't decay or have anything like that. Everybody understand it? Now, go to the book of Luke, chapter 16. Luke, chapter 16. I want to show you that you still could have, you can have a hand, you can have feet, you can have a tongue outside of the body that you're in right now, outside of the house that you're in right now. Amen. Y'all with me?
Amen.
So, come here, Vontae. So this hand right here, if Vontae died, you know you ain't going to have to do that. All right? This hand right here, Vontae died, he'll have the same feelings in his hand when he died, if you go to heaven. All right? The same, the way he walks, move, all that stuff like that, you feel that? All right. You feel that? You have the same feeling. You have the same feeling if you go to hell. Amen. Look at somebody and say, don't go to hell now. All right? 16 and 18.
Whosoever putteth away his wife.
Which one is that? Luke 16. Where are you going with that, man? That's Luke 16, what? Oh, go to 19. Okay. 16, 19. I'm all right.
There was a certain rich man.
There was a certain rich man.
Which was clothed in purple and fine linen.
Clothed in purple and fine linen.
And fared sumptuously every day.
Uh-huh.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sore. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried.
Wait a minute. The rich man died and he was what?
Buried.
He was buried. And then what happened?
And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment.
Wait a minute. First thing I noticed in the scriptures, how he in hell with eyes. So you're saying that I can die, go to hell, and have eyes? Now his body was buried. Bible says that he was, read that again. What's the question? Okay. All right, read, huh?
And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried.
The rich man died and was buried. Now, so rich man died, had a funeral, both of them had funerals, he's buried. Now, you know what a burial is, right? All they did was go on the ground, right? You know, whatever they asked, but I'm sure he had a nice wedding, he had a nice funeral, had a big old coffin, all stuff. He was rich, right? So they opened up the ground, buried him, put the dirt back on him. Then what happened?
And in hell he lifted up his eyes.
Now he didn't transform. When they put him in hell, put him in the ground. They didn't have no machine that take him a little deeper, take him a little deeper, and put him in hell. So how did he get to hell? It wasn't his body that went to hell, but it was his soul that went to hell. But the soul, he said that he opened his eyes in hell. How your soul got eyes? Amen. Yes. No. There's gonna be no bodies in hell. Ain't gonna be not there one body. Ain't gonna be a bunch of bodies buried. No bodies be down in hell. It's gonna be the soul having the feeling of the body. So not only do your natural optic nerve work, but you got a living soul optic nerve. Let me tell everybody close your eyes real quick. Think about your cousin. You see your cousin? Think of one of your cousins. Can you see him? With your eyes closed. How do you see him? Yeah? So you can see even outside of his body. Now, you got a question? Yes. Yeah, because so the feeling, that's right, because this arm ain't really with the feeling is here. So the feeling is in your down row. He said that her brother don't have an arm, but he still has feelings in his arm. Now with me? Now watch this. Now it goes further than this now. This little fella that's in hell, he don't have a body, but he got an appetite. He don't have a body, but he's sweating. He getting hot. He don't have a body, but he's thirsty. Amen. Read it, huh?
And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham.
Now wait a minute. Not only can he see, but he can talk. Hello? Let me show you that you can talk without your mouth. Close your mouth and say something in your head. Say hallelujah in your mouth. Did you say it? You heard it, right? Who said it? Who said it? You didn't open your mouth. You did not open. How many of y'all pray in your head? So you mean to tell me that you praying in your head and your mouth ain't open? Who's talking? Who's talking? Who said it? Who said it? It ain't the devil talking about hallelujah. Who said it? You follow what I'm saying? So you can have your mouth closed, eyes closed, everything closed, and still have the ability to talk and speak without your mouth. Yes. absolutely, absolutely. It's almost like clones if you think of it that way. It's almost like it's like a three parts of one. Yes, yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, they take that from the Bible. It's not. That's an example, but I mean it's not. I mean it's just not. It's not real, but it's an example. Yeah, because they take that from the Bible. Yeah. No. So here's the thing. So the devil can put in your mind and say, "Boy, I can't stand such and such. Boy, that's a nasty such and such and such." Right? Now, if you then start feeling that way about that person and you start to do all that stuff, now that thought has become your thought. So then the Bible says, confess your sins one to another. So that's when you need to go tell sister, hey, listen, I've been having some crazy thoughts about you, and it became my thought, so I apologize. When I didn't speak to you that Sunday, it was a thought that was in my, you know what I'm saying? So the devil, so every thought that's in you is not yours. Every thought that you think ain't your thought, the devil puts up in your mind and wants your conscience to respond or wants you to react off of what it put in your head. All right? Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Right. They were saved before the foundation of the world. Yes. Yes. Todd, you got your hand up? Mm-hmm. That deals more so with that could mean like if you want to be successful, or if you call yourself whatever, that's what you can be. Or however you think whatever you get what you think. No, yes. Absolutely. Right. So well, the thing is that your soul is a component of two. Right. So although, and it's not, it's almost like, all right, it's almost like a bottle of water that got oil in it, right? Or I don't know that's how you do that. It's almost like you got two components that produce one, but they're still there. In your mouth. So, and that's why it's important to, keep your spirit man fed, so if I feed my spirit man instead of my flesh man, my soul will lead a little bit more right. So now I'm growing more spiritually, so when that time comes, I start looking like, so you start to, when you start doing more spiritual things, you start to look more like your father. Because at that day, he comes back to get the one that looks like it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to look alike. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. Well, it's Abraham's bosom, he said. Huh? It was just a place. It was like in between. It was like a waiting place, waiting room. And that's like you go to the hospital and you wait to be seen by the doctor. It's like that's like the waiting room. Yes. Right. No, in hell they're gonna be home. Yeah, they're gonna be the two opposites. Yeah. Say it again. No, in between what? Well, it was a place that they were, it's like a stationary place where they were until Christ came to do what he did to give them access. Yes. No, it's not about it. Oh no, they don't see, all, yeah, that was during that time. When that transition, that thing transitioned out. Because the reason why, okay, but the reason why that water was there in paradise or Abraham's bosom was so people could get that free, get that, make that decision to go through the water and get to the other side. So that was that. No, it ain't no need. And when people go to hell this time, there ain't no baptism in Jesus' name, ain't none of that happening. That's it. Huh? I do. Yeah, we had a whole service. Well, see, it goes back to the ones that were predestined to go cross. Because the ones that are just like now, there are people that are predestined to go cross. When they hear the message, they're drawn to it. And then you have some that hear it and they're like, nah. So there are certain ones that, that's judgment. No, well, all the spirit that God gave us is considered life. It's not like a spirit being or a spiritual realm. It just is the life. Right. He put life in us. He breathed that so we could become life. Right. So yeah, they don't have God's spirit. Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it's not. I mean, it's not as deep as you think. Like it ain't like you got like 5 components of who you are. But that life is just what it is. It's just life. So it's not like you got a spirit in you that's like life, but it's just the spirit of life. All right. Yes. Somebody has that question back here. All right. Yes. Yeah. But it won't be God's spirit. Yeah, you can become more spiritual, but see, there's a spirit realm, and of course there's a good side and there's a bad side. If it ain't God's side, then of course it won't be, you probably can. There's no in between. There's no in between. All right? Any other question? Yes. Well, you can, right? You got some highly educated people that in theology and understand the Bible, and they don't have a spiritual life. So because and then you have people that can do spiritual things and pray and stuff like that, and not have the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Because prayer is spiritual, right? And reading the Word of God is spiritual, but when you deal with like you can have some people like some people go to school for theology, and they're just going just to get knowledge of the book and not to be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So in order to get that place, you have to go through the book of Romans. Chapter 8. All right, watch this. All right, read. As one, start at one.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made you free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for the sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
Wait, so you can be after the Spirit. There are some people that are after. You know, they haven't, I don't know. Follow me. Yeah, be after me, right? He ain't got me yet, he's just after me. Because there's a difference between having it and being after it. All right? Everybody understand that? Okay. All right, yes. Okay, okay. All right, go back to the Luke. Let's finish this up. All right? Luke chapter 16. All right?
There was
go to 23. Oh, wait, read with the Bible died. Okay, 23 in now.
And in hell he lifted up his eyes.
In hell, he opened up his eyes.
Being in torment.
Being in torment.
And seeing Abraham.
So wait a minute. So his soul now is being tormented. It's not his flesh, but his soul is being tormented. So it's not this is down there, but the inner man is being tormented. Aren't these?
And see Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, but if my Bible doesn't do it.
Let's go back to it. All right.
And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger.
Wait a minute. So your soul now has fingers. So we're not in the body no more, but now your soul has fingers. So if your soul got fingers, then it got to have a hand, right? All right? Read.
That he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue.
Wait a minute. Now you got a tongue? So what you have now, when you transition, the soul has the same exact thing or the same feeling of it. So now he's hot, he's thirsty, he wanted somebody to get a hand of water and put it in his mouth. And so all these different things, components that they have it in that state of being a living soul. So with eternal damnation, as you see there will be an eternal thirst. Can you imagine being in hell for 10 years and you ain't eating 10 years? Some of y'all fast for one day, you be falling apart. Now, if you do that 12-hour fast, you be done. Imagine 10 years, yes.
So he wasn't just talking.
Oh, he was talking to them. Oh, yeah, he was crying out, yeah. The Bible says he cried out. We go back to it. He said, I believe he said he cried out.
He cried
and said, so he yelling. Oh, oh, I need some water. Oh. So he screaming like that. He didn't imagine being on fire. You know, so it's a different scale of, I'm sure it told him. He was like, man, I need some water. No, he burned. Yeah. Come on, y'all know the oxygen change when you hurt, man. Some of y'all brothers, y'all laugh when y'all get fouled on the basketball court. You know, I don't play with some of y'all, so I know how y'all be. I ain't like you don't get a hot pitch voice, but give it some pain. Yeah.
So in hell, like, people will know how long they're there for? Like you said, like 10 years.
Time don't exist in hell.
And they're just there.
Yeah, they just there. That's just their everlasting. Yes. All right? Yes. Well, just as they were created, go to the book of Ezekiel. You have to, who said they didn't have a conscience? They got conscience. The way God created them, they have conscience to make this, to make decisions. So a conscience can be a part of it. Just like salt can be a part of food, but it's not the food. You know what I'm saying? So the conscience is not the soul, but it's just a part of it. Our soul. For that matter. Alright? But just watch how God created things. Ezekiel. We're about to hear some of y'all talk down the way down there for you. Ezekiel. 28. All right, 28 and 13, huh?
Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering. The sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created.
He said that he had ways. You got ways, you have to have some type of conscious state. So what's this, huh?
Till iniquity was found in thee. By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned.
So he sinned. So he had to have some type of conscience to put him in a certain state. No. Yeah. So he's not omnipresent, but because he can't be omnipresent, that's why he used demonic beings to go out and do his thing. So there's different demons that, because there's a lot, he got a lot, a lot of things, yeah. No. Only person that's going to be, when that time comes, there will be somebody. Now, he works in that Antichrist realm, and not, I don't want to say he, per se, embody himself in, out of the whole world, he's Lucifer. But the time will come when that will happen. And First Thessalonians. And he embodied himself in Judas. All right? First Thessalonians. All right? Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse number 4.
Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that worship, so that he as God sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
So there will be a time where Satan will embody himself again. And because you know that Christ has to come back, right? So if Christ got to come back, then he got to try to do the same thing that he does, that God does. So of course he will come back again. All right, now go back to where I had before that. Luke. Okay, well I think y'all get the picture with Luke, huh? All right, go to Matthew chapter 10. Let's see the slide. We'll move that. Like. All right, go to the next one. All right, so this is how. Let's get the middle right now. All right. All right. So So this is how man's existence is, right? So when, can y'all see that? All right. So, all right. So this is how man's birth and into existence time. So I think we dealt with this already. The spirit entered into the body. So you have eternity, then you have birth. When you're born into earth, which is time. And then when you die, you go back to eternity, right? So and this is a good thing about people that have been baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. You've already died, right? So you already have your eternal body or your eternal existence. So when we're caught up in the air, we'll be caught up with our glorified body. You follow what I'm saying? So when you're born again, you get a new body. So if you're born again here, you'll have a heavenly body. So when the rapture takes place, our soul then will go up to our body, our heavenly body. Everybody understand that? All right. Next one. So this is how we are. Now go to Matthew chapter 28, chapter 10 and 28. And so we're right here in the middle. We're in the middle of decision making. This is where we live. We live in the middle of heaven and hell. And that's where your soul will spend eternity, yes. Yes. All right. 10:28, read, huh?
And fear not them
Fear not them that can what?
which kill the body,
I don't want you to fear the one that can kill the body, but what?
but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
So there can be a destruction of your soul, which is eternal damnation in hell. Y'all follow me? Yes. Say it one more time. The lake of fire is in hell. It'll be cast in hell. You know what I'm saying? So the lake of fire is not like hell. It's a part of hell. That's where, people will learn that in hell. If that makes sense. You got me? All right. All right. Matthew 10 and 26.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
All right. Luke chapter 12 and 20. All right. Go on. 12 and 20.
But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So he that layeth up treasure for himself, and is not rich toward God, and he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body, but what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment.
He said, I want you to, now this is something that you think of. Don't worry about all of this stuff that's going on in your natural life. You need to focus on where you're going to go when you get out of this body. Now with me? You don't want to be caught up in, now I want you to see something. Go to Romans chapter 2. So this is where it gets heavy. So your conscience being that download, or your conscience being that SIM card, your conscience being that chip. Y'all ever heard when the Bible says, and they all, every knee shall bow, what else? What do you think he's talking about? When he say your tongue won't confess, what do you think that is? That's your, huh? That's God going to take that memory card out of you, which is your soul, and let it play. Everything that you ever did, all the sins that you ain't never confessed, you're going to have to confess it before everybody in the world. So this is why, and I want everybody to hear this. I want everybody to come in. Who that? Somebody got waiting. I'm going to wait a second. I want everybody to hear this. This is why confession is very important. Confession is very, very Very important. Because if we don't confess, you won't still confess. You don't have to. You don't have to. He gonna play that thing in front of everybody in the whole world will be able to hear it. Everybody that's going to hell. So if a couple folks that ain't confessing and all these different things like that, and they tell them, well, if this and that, all right, at that time you'll be able to hear somebody confessing, they gonna hear yours. Everybody in that room gonna be confessing. Amen. The Bible. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. So see, so when you're a sinner, that's what you're supposed to do. Supposed to sin. That's, when you're out there sinning, that you're supposed to sin. But when you come into the church, of course, after you're baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, and you're part of the church, and if you sin, then you need to confess so that you won't have to confess when God come back. Because if you got to confess when God come back, then you won't make it in. So that's why he said that everybody that never confess, if you ain't confessing the sin, you will have to confess them on that day. And that's judgment. You'll be judged by that. So that memory card that you call the soul, yes. Well, yeah. Well, if I backslide and then come back to church, really a backslider is considered in a sinful state. But if they're coming back, they do need to, make sure that stuff clear off of them, confess that stuff, so it can get, clear that state. Because the Bible said that your conscience will tell on you in that day. Watch this. Go to Romans chapter 2. I got y'all attention now.
Amen.
Romans chapter 2, start at 15,
Which shows the work of the law written in their hearts. Their conscience also bearing witness.
Their conscience gonna do what?
Bearing witness.
You know what bearing witness means? Tell us. You have a witness come to court, what they gonna do? That conscience, all right. That conscience is gonna tell. That conscience is gonna tell on you. All right, read.
And their thoughts, the meanwhile, accusing or else excusing one another.
Wait a minute. So your conscience has that much power to accuse or excuse. You know what accuse me, don't you? All right, I didn't do that. That's a part of it. I don't confess that. But if my conscience accusing me, says, oh yeah, you did do that. Oh, it was done. You did that. That's why it's important to confess it. Yes. Well, see, the good thing about that is when you have the Holy Ghost, he said, I'll bring it back to you. I'm going to draw it back. You'll remember it? Let me go and bring it back to you so you can remember to confess it. Yes. So you don't. So when it comes down to thoughts again, thoughts can be something that was placed there, and if you act on it, now it's a part of you. It's a part of your conscience now. That's something that I've done. But if it's a thought that wasn't placed there, because people fight battle thoughts all the time. Oh, y'all act deep if you want. You fight some thoughts. Some of y'all some church folks, they get on my nerves because they think they're so deep, man. Like they ain't got no problem, they ain't got no thoughts. They like you ain't never think nothing bad in your life, man. You better stop acting like that.
Come on now.
You lying to yourself and everybody else. I don't know, child. I don't have no thoughts. Ever since I was baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, filled with the Holy Ghost, I've never baptized. I don't have thoughts like that, but you lying.
No, you lying. Yeah.
You have thoughts.
So lying.
You lying like that, you need to confess.
You lying.
You have thoughts. Okay, I tell you think you got thoughts. You can be I don't care what you're in. You can be whatever you want to be. Say whatever position you hold, whatever you want to say. You got some thoughts you battling with. Right now you got thoughts you battling with.
Amen.
You don't battle some thoughts before you got here in the church. I want to keep it real with yourself. Y'all be trying to act like you're real deep, like you ain't got no thoughts.
Amen.
Amen. You better come on back, swim on back to the shore. Not be out there that deep, you're going to drown out there. So there's some thoughts that you have that are placed there that are not your thoughts. And then there's some thoughts that you accumulate. Amen. So, I'm about to explain. There's some thoughts that the devil can put in your head, say that you've done something before. Just like, and this is how the devil operates. Just like God can bring something back to your memory, the devil can too. Mm-hmm. He can bring it back. He'll bring it back. Some of the things that you done been through, some of the things that you did, that will put it back in your mind and have you thinking like, get you back in that realm. There you go. That's what we call flashback. Bring it right back there. So there are some thoughts that you can respond to, and there's some thoughts that you can resist to. Some people respond to the thoughts like, "Devil, you liar. I ain't doing nope. But see, the thing is the way people get defeated with thoughts by the devil or images by the devil, you stay stationary. If you are battling in your home, get out. Leave the house. Because the devil wants you to sit there and battle like, man.
Amen.
Man, I don't want to do this. Oh, man. I don't want to do this. And then you find yourself doing it because you're still there. So you got to get out of the picture and get into some motion. Get in the video. Move. Somebody shout hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hold on to the devil because he operates in that images and the imagery, all that stuff. Like he wants you to get stuck. So he can use that. He'll drop that thing in your mind. Something you did a year ago. He'll put it in your mind, have you messed up. You sit there thinking about it. So that's not your thought. Now, you can create thoughts too. Amen. Example, young man, you see a young woman, you watch her, you done create a thought. Now, I ain't say look at her, but you watch her. There's a difference between looking and watching. God, they done got, the brother got deep with me. Let me talk to the women. Y'all hear me? So you can look at a woman, and then when you start watching, now you're formulating images in your head. So now that thought is yours. So now I possess that. Now, you know, and that's why I try to teach you. Y'all see where the brothers sit at, right? They try to sit closer to the front as possible. You know, let's make sure these brothers don't struggle here. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to be honest with yourself, because they know, we ain't got that funny stuff. Y'all with me? So, if any man, any straight man will look at a woman, you'll look at her, but then when you create your own thought, you like, maybe I need to talk to women. How you doing? You know what I mean? So now y'all come on talk to me. So now I'm starting to create something or create my own thoughts. So there are thoughts that are not yours, and then there's the thoughts that you create. And then once you create them, now you possess them, and now you're battling with them. Amen. So with the devil, you got to use preventive maintenance, man. You got to prepare for that devil. You got to be like, oh, man, did I do that? No, I ain't going to do that because I know. See, some of y'all need to get familiar with yourself. Understand you. Amen. Y'all with me? Yeah. Well, see, when the Bible talks about your heart, it's dealing with your heart of mind. So there's, it's not talking about really your physical or natural heart. It deals with your mind. You have a heart of mind. So when you say getting those things, get in your mind. There's a heart of mind. Just like your body functions by a heart, your mind functions by a heart. It keeps the life.